Alright, here we are for our run and driving video of our 95 F250, one owner. Got all the lights going. It's got an island. So it'll warm up a little bit. You can see the exhaust is burning nice and clear. The owner had the exhaust replaced, probably looks like a couple years ago. It sounds really good. It's got, I believe, a Flowmaster on there, but it's got great sound to it. You see all of our lights are working. We make sure all the lights are working, even your license plate lights. It's 5-speed manual. Obviously the e-brake's doing its job. So we'll go ahead and hop in here. AC blows ice cold. You can hear that blower motor is just nice and smooth. We also do a cold start video, so you can see it doesn't shake or shimmy. I'll go ahead and actually pop the hood, and so I can show you some trucks and older vehicles, and just kind of some will run different, cold and warm. So we like to show you're gonna get the same thing. Runs nice and smooth, no belts squealing, no exhaust manifold leaking, no motor mount issues, shaking around, no rough idles. So just a super clean original truck. It's a manual shift transfer case, manual hubs. So if you're driving down the road, you need to go into 4 low. You can just pull down on it and go into 4-wheel drive, and you go back into 2. But if you want to be in 4 low, you got to completely come to a stop. We've tested it in a gravel yard. 4-wheel drive works great. All the fly windows are nice and tight. They stay in place. They lock. You don't need to put a nickel in there like some guys do. The clutch just feels perfect, exactly where it should be. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to hit the road here. We'll get on the highway. Go ahead and adjust my seat a little bit. And then try to get the stereo going. It's got its original stereo. I mean, this thing is completely original. So it sounds good. All the seat works. I mean, look at the buttons, how clean and crisp those are. Those are the things that, when I look at a truck, I just know it's been well taken care of. Get 176,000 miles, just a little over that. It's a tack truck, so you got your tachometer. First gear is super low. It's got great sound to it. You got your intermediate. You got your low. Let's see here, where's low? There's low. Got your high. I'll go ahead and turn those off so we don't burn them up since there's no rain. Power windows, nice and fast. So I know those have definitely been replaced because the originals aren't even that fast. So you got your power locking doors. We've got the keyless entry, still works. Look how clean the buttons are. A lot of times those are thrown out, so it's nice to see them still in place. It's a really tight steering. I mean, there's no play in this, no ball joint click. No white knuckle drive. Steering wheel is really nice. Usually a lot of these become loose or get holes put in them. There's no nicks. I mean, it's just nice and tight. Got a half tank in the front tank. Clicker down. The rear tank is pretty close to empty, just because it's due for transport reasons. Unless they come with a couple of full tanks. Most transporters don't like them to have over quarter tank fuel, so we'll go back to the front tank. But there is plenty of fuel in there. It's a little above E. But you can see this truck is just really nice and tight. It just goes arrow straight, really smooth tires. Tires are, were just done, by the previous, the guy that owned this entire life for 22 years. So, I mean, when we took possession of it, I mean, it was just dialed in. I mean, it doesn't need an oil change. And anytime somebody goes to get rid of a truck and it's this clean, and that they just replaced the tires, did an oil change, they really loved it and took care of it. So I'm going to start on the second, just because it's kind of tendally, unless you're towing or going up a hill, we're going to be going down a hill a little bit, so I just like to start off in second. There's no grinding on this transmission, upshifting or downshifting. Just kind of medium shifts. Going into fourth. Really nice. Going into fifth. And this transmission is really tight. I mean, it's not sloppy. I mean, you find your gear, it clicks in. The synchros are really good. You know, you got to pull hard. You can't just, it doesn't just fall out of gear. But cruise control works. Foot's off. We're cruising. I'm gonna turn it off. But what I was saying is, you know, when I look at vehicles for sale, you know, a lot of people know generally if they're gonna probably get a vehicle in the next year, 6 months, or even 2 months. So I always know a truck has been extremely well cared for if somebody knows they're going to get rid of a vehicle and the window doesn't have cracks in it, the tires aren't blown out, it doesn't need brakes, it's clean. You know, when we bought this truck, I mean, it was clean in the door jambs, it was clean, you know, wheels were clean, no brake dust up front, new tires were armor all. I mean, you could tell from, you know, 50 yards out that this was a well cared for, beautiful truck. I'm going to go ahead and dip off here. You can see the brakes working. You know, I'll downshift into fourth, downshift into third, and then I'm going to go ahead and stand on the brakes. You can see nothing's shaking. You can't hear the dash shaking. It's just an extremely tight truck. And it's a blast to drive with the 460 and 5-speed. If you've had one of these trucks, you know that it's if you're out cruising around or working or on your commute, it's just a true joy to drive. So I'm going to turn here. It's a sharp corner, and then I'm going to hopefully not get stuck in traffic and head back a little bit. So you can see temp gauge is coming up nice, good oil pressure. Just give it a little bit more than medium throttle. And then of course we're getting out in traffic here, but I was hoping to be able to get her up to some more speed and really hammer on it, but it's just not in the cards. But you can see how this truck drives. It's just amazing. And there's no play, no tire wobble. You know, dash doesn't rattle. I mean, everything is very tight and sorted on this truck. That just goes back to, you know, the original owner. I mean, you know, most people don't keep a truck for 22 years since it was brand new, unless they really love the truck. I mean, that's just, you know, when you have long ownership like that, you know, this is a truck that was part of the family. It was loved, cared for, waxed, clean, maintained. So all right, this is going at no reserve, so good luck everybody.